My name is Rudy Ortega Jr. I'm Fernandinho de Tavia. This is my cousin Mark Diaz-Snort and Ray Rivera, Chumash. We just come here to do the opening songs and some blessings along with all the open house activities and ceremonies. We thank you for your time and hope you enjoy some of our traditional songs, our Tataviam songs, and we thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For me, I came to the County Parks Department 10.5 years ago. My first assignment was as the Chief Deputy, and one of the first events I came to was the Supervisor Mike Antonovich trail ride right here in Vasquez Rocks, and we rode through the rocks and around the park, and while it wasn't my first time seeing the park, it was just absolutely stunning. And then I got introduced to the process of designing, developing, coming together with this visitor center, which I found out had already been going on for probably over 10 years before that. So for me personally, it's a thrilling moment to be here today to dedicate this. And I know for all of you who've worked on it for 20 years and maybe more, you're excited, you're thrilled too. And so thank you. Thank you everyone who contributed to this great event. And we're going to hear from him in just a few moments, but I do want to acknowledge our Los Angeles County Supervisor Mike Antonovich, who's given so much great support to this park and to all of our parks. Supervisor, thank you. His hardworking staff that are here, Tony Bell, Assistant Chief and Communications Deputy. Tony, are you around? And Susie Niemer, our Park Deputy. Rosalind Wayman, Senior Deputy. Norm Hickling, Field Deputy. And Dave Perry, Field Deputy. Thank you all. We also have a number of federal, state, and local representatives with us here today. Brett Walter from the office of Congressman Howard P. Buck McEwen, U.S. House of Representatives. Brett, thank you. I don't know if as District Representative Sarah Tyndall arrived. Sarah's here representing your State Senator Steve Knight from the 21st Senate District. Representing Assemblyman Scott Wilk of the 38th District, we have with us Senior Field Representative Eric Richardson. Eric. And we also want to welcome our community partners from the Acton Town Council, Agua Dulce Town Council, Acton Agua Dulce Trails Council, the Vasquez Rocks Interpretive Center Community Committee, who helped bring this beautiful facility to completion. Here from the Vasquez Rocks Interpretive Center Community Committee, we have Sarah Brewer, Chris Brewer, Tanya Lampton, Dave McCord, Dave Aiello, and Carol Long. And from the Acton Agua Dulce Trails Council, we have Al Huber, President, and his wife Leona. I'd also like to welcome Deputy Director Shari Afshari from the Los Angeles County Department of Public Works, who helped us build this project. Thank you, Shari. And Laura Zephyr, Executive Director of the Los Angeles County Arts Commission, and her team of wonderful artists who added a very special touch that you're going to hear more about. So many people have contributed to this project, and in just a few minutes, Supervisor Antonovich will share more about the partnerships that resulted in this outstanding facility. I'd also like to welcome representatives from our Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department, Captain Steve Smith in charge of our Parks Bureau. Steve. Lieutenant Eric Rubel, Lieutenant Steve Vaughn, Sergeant James Shallard, Sergeant Dan Burdick, and Sergeant Terry Anderson, and the entire mounted enforcement detail. Thank you. As you know, Vasquez Rocks is truly one of the great geological wonders of Los Angeles County, with its majestic rock formations and magnificent trails that attracts visitors all year round and from all over the world, whether it's for hiking, camping, or simply just relaxing at a place of incomparable beauty. There's such a rich history here, and it draws interest, not just from local residents, but for others who use the area for recreation. And its beauty has been captured time and time again, in pictures, in books, and on film. At the Interpretive Center, you can see and learn about all of that and much, much more. We're so pleased that so many from this community and throughout the region are already enjoying what the center has to offer. There's so much to love here. But one of the favorite features inside the Interpretive Center, it's its state-of-the-art video component. It includes an informative, educational, entertaining presentation on the history of Vasquez rocks, focusing on the area's geology, the indigenous people who inhabited this land, and the early homesteaders who settled here. And I was just told this morning that one of our 12-year-old artists designed that exhibit. It's right inside the door here, and if you haven't seen that, take a look at it. It's really, really fantastic.
But as Russ stated, this is all part of Los Angeles County's history, and this Interpretive Center will educate and inform the visitors who come here, the residents of our county, and those who come from across the sea when they come to this great community and learn about the history of Los Angeles County. As was mentioned, this area many times is reflected in the motion pictures and television plays, the dramas that we see on television. The Board of Supervisors approved this project officially in December of 2010, and it was a $9.7 million appropriation. This building is a 30,700 square foot facility. The architect was Gruen and Associates, and PCL was the construction.
Good luck.
Eleanor Conrad, artist. And Laura Zucker, Los Angeles County Arts Commission. Laura? And the Vasquez Interpreter Center community.
Please stand, all of you. There's so many of you. Judy Bartlett. Where's Judy? Where is Judy Bartlett?
Judy Bartlett.
She's not here. Come on here.
Come on, all come on, come on, come on, come on, all of you.
Come on, you guys.
Come on, those who served.
One more. One more. All right. Thank you. Oh, we get to keep it.
Rosalind. I would like to take this opportunity to thank Supervisor Antonovich and Rosalind for all the hard work and helping this building come to be. And we love it. And we're very grateful that the community and all of LA County has this beautiful building to enjoy for many, many years to come. And we would like both of you, for your hard work, to accept these baskets. It gives me great pleasure to give them to you from the Vasquez Rock staff, LA County, and our volunteers and docents. We really appreciate everything you've done. Thank you. This one's for you. This one's for you. Thank you.
Baskets. A labor of love.
And thank you, everyone. We have a couple more presentations, and we're almost finished. I'd like to ask Brett Walter from the Office of Representative Howard Buck McEwen. Brett, do you have a presentation?
Not that tall. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's always a pleasure to be here on behalf of the Congressman. He's sorry he couldn't be here himself. And Russ, don't go too far. He did send along a letter of congratulations, and he said I'm honored to add my voice to the LA County Department of Parks and Recs, to those congratulating you on your grand opening of the Vasquez Rocks Interpretive Center. I appreciate the time and dedication you have committed in order to run a successful operation, and I commend you for all you do. Vasquez Rocks is a truly amazing and beautiful place, and it's great to see this new addition for our visitors. Again, congratulations. Sincerely, Howard P. Buck McEwen, Member of Congress.
And next we have Sarah Tyndall, representing State Senator Steve Knight. 21st Senate District. Sarah?
Thank you. Well, on behalf of Senator Knight, it is a pleasure to be here today. I can tell you that he and his family are out here with the puppy dogs all the time, enjoying this wonderful park, and now it is even better with this new addition. So, on behalf of the Senator of Russ, I have a certificate of recognition for you for all of your hard work. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Sarah. Thank you for being here today. And Eric Richardson, Field Representative, representing Assemblyman Scott Wilk, 38th District. Eric?
All right, how's everybody doing? They say the best for last. On behalf of Assemblyman Scott Wilk, we'd just like to congratulate you on this hard work, long deserved. New Interpretive Center, and we'd, on behalf of Assemblyman Scott Wilk, we'd like to present you with this certificate.
Well, thank you everyone for being here today, and we'd like to welcome the county officials to come up with the supervisor, get a few pictures here in front of the center, and then the center will be open. And I understand we're going to have programs throughout the day here and refreshments. So the information desk can tell you what we have going on, right, Kim? And they'll give a whole outline of the programs. But if you haven't been here before, please take time to get an introduction to Vasquez Rocks here and then explore the area. And if you've been here before, well, you know the favorite spot. Head out there, take a look, enjoy the park. Thank you all. Have a great day.
Okay, Carol, today is the grand opening that you've been waiting for some time. How many years has it taken?
That would be more Galen would know. It's been many more years than I've lived out here. And I've lived out here since I guess it was around the 80s, somewhere around the 80s. I think the art first had the idea. But I'm not sure about that because I'm relatively new to the center.
Okay. Okay, and tell me about the gift store. It's open?
It's open as of today. We're selling a lot of different things for not only children but hikers. We're selling t-shirts, walking sticks, hats, sunglasses, almost any, lip balm, sunscreen, that's all.
Okay, how about your beautiful apron?
I think the apron was made by Judy Bartlett, and we have several different styles. I particularly like this one.
Okay, great. Thank you. Best of luck.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm sure it'll be a success.
Okay, Rosalind, you're presenting the scroll, right?
Yeah.
This is for the interpretive.
I know in the minds of architects, faced with a blank sheet of paper when all this starts, there has to be some internal process for coming up with the design. So I'd be very much today to hear how that went and what your initial impetus was to design the beautiful building we see behind us.
We were really inspired when we first came out to the site by the rock formations themselves. When you come out to the park, you just can't help but admire these amazing rock formations. And they're very unique in terms of their formal configuration. And so we wanted to create a building that embodied the energy that helped form these rock formations. And so what we sought after was basically a solution that fit within the context of the park. All of the natural aspects of the park, not only the geological formations, but the wildlife and the flora and fauna. And we sought after a solution that was contextual, but yet didn't try to mimic nature itself, had its own unique identity to it, and also touched upon some of the history of the park itself. The fact that there's been a rich history, not only culturally with the indigenous people of the area, but also with the filming that's occurred in the park. There's been hundreds of movies that have been filmed here on location. And we wanted to touch upon that aspect as well in a sort of a subtle way, in terms of materiality.
Yeah, I was going to say another big factor that went into the design at the beginning was sustainability. It's a LEED Platinum project. Platinum is the highest measure of sustainability given by the U.S. Green Building Council. So at the very beginning, things like water usage, low water usage, protecting the trees that were on site, protecting the rocks, using fixtures that use minimal amounts of electricity. There are solar panels on the roof. All the materials you see are very reflective to reduce the heat island effect. So all those kind of played a role in the design coming together. So not only are we trying to build something that's contextual to the site, but also performs well in terms of its environmental footprint.
Okay, it was the county's first LEED Platinum project, so it's very much a milestone for them as well as ourselves. As Michael mentioned, this is very much a high-performance building in terms of energy use and water conservation, and also the impact in the existing surroundings. We made a special effort to keep in place all of the existing trees that have been here, the California junipers that are hundreds of years old, and to create a solution that very much tippy-toed on the site itself and fit naturally within its context.
So there were some issues with glare coming off the roof because of some of the angles. What we were able to do to address this concern for several local area residents was we planned to screen trees along Escondido Canyon Road to block the view, or to block the reflectance bouncing into the areas that it was affecting people's houses. We did careful studies in terms of placing these trees to ensure that the glare was mitigated, and I think we did a pretty good job in addressing it.
Yeah, I would agree. I think after the initial public meetings where people had concerns, lately there has been no feedback or no concerns about the glare, and as a matter of fact, when you drive by here, it doesn't look glary at all. It looks like it fits in well.
Right.
Part of the building's performance actually depends on the exterior envelope being light colored in nature, so it reflects solar heat gain. It actually helps in terms of energy consumption for cooling up the building.
Sure.
So we sought after a cool roof solution in which mandated that it have to be a light color in order to reduce the solar heat gain.
Sure. And what's the name of your firm?
Gruen Associates.
Okay.
We're an architecture, planning, and interiors firm located in Los Angeles, California.
In Los Angeles. Okay, well, thank you, gentlemen, very much for the chance to talk to you about it. And we'll live with this look for long after most of us are all gone. So thanks for trying hard to do it.
Putting this project together and working with the community was a labor of love. We couldn't be happier that it is so well received. The supervisor is thrilled.
Now, I sat in some public meetings where love was not the paramount emotion, but in your patience, you turned it around to that before the meeting was over.
You know, it's all about communication.
Yeah.
And it's a process. And we listened to everything that people had to say. Changes were made.
Yes.
There were little adjustments here and there.
Yes.
It did take a while, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Agua Dulce was the main focus of this event. And
Sure.
They needed to get what they wanted, and they did.
Yeah, and they feel they did, I think.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think you're right. It was, as I said, a labor of love. So
Well, thank you for your guidance throughout the process. And it's a monument that will be here long after many of us have gone on to our just reward, right?
great educational piece. Wonderful for the children and the youth in this community and beyond.
Yeah.
You know, when we were not yet open, but the building was here, we were wrapping up.
Yeah.
We had people that came here. They come every year to California from Europe.
Yes.
and they come here and they say something, oh my gosh, this wasn't here last time we were here. People come from all over. So Vasquez is well known.
Something to be proud of.
Yes, it is.
Well, thanks again.
Thank you.
Finally had his grand opening and we're ready to start enjoying it. So.
And did you feel, Don, that the people of Agua Dulce feel they got their say and that the final result represented what their concerns were?
I believe so. You know, all in all, you're not going to please all the people, but I think all in all, through the negotiations and through the modifications, we got what we were looking for. And obviously the design, to me, it kind of looks like a Star Trek space mobile.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's something where they were trying to blend in the theme of the rocks along into the building. So the concerns that some of the local residents had as far as the glare off the roof and other things, they pretty much tried to mitigate them by planting trees and softening the roof color.
Sure.
Hopefully everybody's happy with it.
Sure, and it seems like a destination building.
Yes.
People will come here just to look at it, look at the LA County's first totally, what do they call it, totally environmental building?
Environmental, green 3 or 5 or whatever the rating is. It was actually a build, I can't think of the exact term. There was some process in building this where it was a design build where the actual builder did part of the design and priced it out on so much, what it would be.
Correct.
Fortunately, it came in at budget, and now we're opened up, and it's here to enjoy. So I think the Vasquez Rocks is unique, and I think we'll get used to the unique nature, the unique look of the building as time goes on.